Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Steve Harris, and welcome to the show where it doesn't matter where we start as long as we finish strong. A little bit different setting if you look around here. We're sitting on a couch, a little bit more casual, but that's okay. We're going to try something a little different and see how it works out. So here we go. Got a question for you once again. Do the people in your circle pick you as a friend wisely? In other words, are you a good friend? Are you a good neighbor? Are you a good steward of your community? I have a story for you. A trumpeter was once captured by an enemy, and he pleaded with his captors to let him go and spare his life. He stated that he had no gun. All he had was a trumpet. And he argued further that he wasn't even guilty of killing anyone because he was not killing any enemies of other soldiers. Therefore, with just a trumpet in his hand, what problem or what harm could he really cause? Wasn't he right? He played the trumpet when he was told to play the trumpet, or when he felt like there should be a call to action. Maybe that's a better way to say it. His captors explained to him this. They said, that's the very reason that we're going to put you to death. You see, even though he didn't kill anyone, what he did was he rallied the troops to kill. They followed his lead. The trumpeter was the one that stirred up all the hate. He was the one that gave the call to action that led to the death of others. He publicly called others to kill. And isn't that the way it is when we criticize others? Do you see the connection? You see, we may not have any interest or mistrust, or we try to avoid the person that we criticize. We don't try to necessarily neglect them, but our criticism caused by or for or towards other people, we ask them to adopt these same feelings and behaviors that we have when we criticize others, and we do it publicly. Isn't that true? If it's not addressed properly, and if we don't criticize our friends with love and compassion, it ends up being deeply hurt feelings or mistrust by our friends, neighbors, or people in our community in general. There's an old saying that goes, praise people publicly, criticize in private. Do you do that? When you criticize others publicly, don't they feel accused, outcast, called out? In some ways, they probably even feel parented. I know that that has happened to me before, and it's a feeling of real anger. My emotions get hijacked when that happens to me, and it's happened on occasion. It's probably happened to you as well. In many ways, that parenting and in a world where we have a hard time building friendships and establishing solid relationships that are real meaningful and trusting of one another, is this really the time and place to engage and criticize others publicly? Criticism is appropriate and often necessary in a Christian and loving manner, in the right time and in the right place. But when it's done so publicly, when it's done so in an effort to cause humiliation and engage surrounding people in the effort to do the same, then it becomes very sinful and very hurtful. So I ask again, are you a good friend? Do your friends pick you as a friend wisely? Here's where I'd leave you. It's okay to pick your friends, but it's not okay to pick them to pieces. And as my good friend and mentor always tells me, pray hard, finish strong. We'll see you guys.